Yeah, I'm a student from the BS School of IU, and today I will present to you one of the most important marketing strategy in the 4.0 era, the programmatic advertising. And I will put the presentation slide in the right side for you to follow me consistently. So based on the case study and the relevant question, you, you can take a look on this slide. I will divide the outline for you into 4 parts, which will help us to know more about this kind of ads. So the first part is what is portal and how it take and apply the information of customer by the way in the question. The second part is kind of customer profile and the relationship between that kind of profile and online display advertising. The third part is the result of display ads achieved search engine. And the final part is the effective between immediately prior clickstream and engine marketing technique searching. So you can have a vision in this slide. So now we come to find the definition of web portal. So the web portal is an important part in the programmatic advertising. It's like a special design in a way creating a platform website which can serve based on the information of accessor. So the source is variety which usually come from the online forum, emails or search engine. We can suppose the web portal is a personalized library. In that library, the portal will help you in navigation searching based on the categorized content. So the portals provide a consistent look to the enterprise or organization from the accessing control and multi database. They can technically provide new features like task management, collaboration, or application integration. So some common search engines portal web we can get like Google, Yahoo, or MSN. The information portal web with Wikipedia, Q&A portal web with Quora. So Yahoo is a specific example and the most common portal web that I will pay a visit and deeply consider. So there are for us poster Yahoo's opening page. Significantly, the advertisement shown on Yahoo's main page will focus on some electrical device marketplace. Some other ads is about the close local brand or technology device, and the rest focus on the job hiring advertisement. So based on 10 times we visit the main page, we can calculate the total percentage of the free cash situation that the rate interest related to us as the consumer. The result obviously illustrate that the most of us are not interesting and not relevant to my option. Like 65%, they don't catch our attention well. The advertising from local store seems to count the most with some recommendation about the marketplace for them and technology device. Advertising is the majority targeted towards me based on my online activities. So basically, we can conclude that the cookie data installed the site was collected but not consistently well. To the second part, basically the programmatic advertising especially looks into factors like demographic, geography, interest, or common behavior of the browser. So online display by using the advertising is the latest and most effective method of marketing advertisement. Consider relative to define the shopping behavior of a person. There will be a requirement in collecting data from the profile. So we can know that the profiling could be known as the method of displaying ads. Obviously, the sellers can create the banner on the user window of interest the customer. This kind of profile is the basic information that recording from the majority online behavior. The advertiser will gather the data from several segments like gender, location, age, or preference. Some preference can come from their common interest, uh, and most of that can come from the search engine and information through other source. So that will help to determine the relevance and target specified profile. Moreover, this profile is the key element help the brand reach their potential customer. By that way, both the seller and the customer can create an online market where the right customer can buy the product. Come to the third part. By knowing the search engine result, we can have a vision about the achievement of the display ads or searching as working. So we need to consider the Google, the most search engine that usually give the most ad with customer. So based on every instance of searching, the result is consistent with the interest of the browser. They capture it and relay it to the customer when displaying ads. This can be considered as the behavioral profile building. Hence, the only if the display ads can achieve the result is succeed in building the right profile and collecting the right data from the sites that we usually visit or the service that we search. So in conclusion, by that way, they will show the consistent ads to the potential customer and persuade them to buy that kind of product. So come to the part. So most of the market analysis think that the immediate trial clickstream, which is the basis of the instant display ads, is not effective as the search engine technique. So why do they talk about that problem? So we will take a look in the reason. First, the browser profile activities may not be much mindful of what the browser has been clicking. If the browser accidentally click on the banner ads that link him to relevant product, it's so significant that he will not likely to buy us. So basically, the advertiser cannot define the consumer's needs just based on site entering. Like when we in food site and next we enter in sports site, that doesn't mean we buy food to do the physical training. An example, in my personal case, I'm looking for some nail protecting product for my sister, then I enter in some website where they can have that kind of goods. Nevertheless, it doesn't mean that I am the potential customer of that nail company. With the reason I have mentioned above, the immediate prior clickstream is not a good indicator for the seller. The long-term online behavior would be more convinced and stability. On another point of view, we should consider the comparing situation. It means that when the customer compare the quality and feature of one product to a competitor product, in this situation, the display ads seems to be helpful to the advertiser in long term when clickstream data can be collected and targets the right audience. Moreover, the product ads show up can reach consumer attention and maybe persuade them to purchase that product. However, the probability of showing the right product to the right browser cannot be effective when we talk about the immediate clickstream. So that's the reason why the prior clickstream is not effective than the search engine. The most common technique in the programmatic advertising today. So that's the end of my presentation. If you have any question, feel free to put it in the comments below. Thank you for your listening.